So what we did was we tied our belt around our dummy. We started with the dummy like this. We took our belt, we put it around the neck, we brought it up, we crossed it in the front, we turned our dummy over, and then we tied in the back. All right, I pull a little bit up and cinch that knot. How we doing? Everybody good? Talia, good? All right, okay, so you know what? The lineup today is going to include things that you guys know: sprawl, torreado, backstep, knee cut pass. And then the second half is going to be some resistance training. So the first one is going to be deadlifts. Now, I've been having you guys grab it by the head and lift it up, and that's just been awkward. Okay, the dummy walks on us, and that's not fun. And it bends, and it's just a little awkward. And the angle of it is a little awkward. So here's a better way of doing a deadlift, which, by the way, a lot of people say is the king. Nowadays, I say the queen of all exercises. The deadlift involves all of your body. It involves everything from the muscles in your feet through your legs, into your hips, your upper body, your everything, okay? So if you're going to do something, deadlift, and try to make it deadlifts, right? So what I do is for the deadlift, you guys are going to, like, there's two ways to do this, right? You can either go to the hip, right, which is a little harder, or you can grab the one at the neck. You guys see that? Maybe try a couple. So what you do is you make sure you get over top the dummy, and this is really important, that you have your back look like this, all right, and not like this. Don't have this. This will kill you. This, all right? And so you go in here and you lift up. Now, 2 or 3 of these, no big deal. 60 seconds? 60 seconds is going to be a deal, right? Now, if you're feeling gung-ho, Eric, you can grab near the body, and that is probably about 20% heavier. All right, you guys good for deadlifts? All right. The next one, this is crazy, all right? I doubt many, or if any, human beings have done this on a dummy before, okay? So this is a fancy move in jiu-jitsu, and when you see it, you're going to be like, what the hell? And then one day you'll try it, and it'll work, and you're going to be like, damn, all right? So this is what it looks like. When you have a person face down, and you're on their back, and you can't get the hooks in, all right? You got everything good? Talia, you're giving me a signal. All right, where you can see me?
No, I think I know what you're about to do. And if
all right, I'll bet you do, right? So when somebody's down, you can't get the hooks in, what you do is you can grab them by the collar like this. And then what you do is you jump up like this. Whoop, you jump up almost like it's a circus trick, right? And then what you do is you pull, and when you pull with your upper body, their body lifts in the air and your hooks sink in, and you get your hooks, and then you get them in a back mount. So Eric, have you ever seen that move before? Oh, you haven't? This is like, sometimes in jiu-jitsu, I talk about moves that look cool, that look fancy, being like doing wheelies on your bike. This is kind of like doing a wheelie, but you know what? This move works. This move works. It really does. Okay, so you're going to get a little technique out of it, but you're not just going to get technique. It's going to be conditioning. So you're going to pop up, come down, pop up, come down, pop up, come down. And you're going to do that for 60 seconds. All right? In our HIIT classes, the other HIIT classes, Eric, Talia, you know when we do froggies? This is kind of like a froggy. All right? All right. Now we're going to get into some like latissimus and some upper body pulling. Sometimes they call this they call these rows. All right. So easier is grabbing it by the neck. All right. And you get a good posture and you just row. Row. Harder would be down here. Rowing. And you try to row up into here. Boom, like this. Row up into here the best that you can. All right, this is actually a somewhat difficult exercise. I would imagine that you're going to do a few and then switch to your other arm. Do a few, switch to your other arm. Okay? Just do the best that you can. It's called a bent over row. And guess what about my posture? Like this, not like that. All right, so I'm not doing this here, and I'm just lifting, whoa, here. Oh, shit. So it's not just this, it's also this. We're also working on strengthening all that. All right? So this is cool. I like this one. All right, Eric, remember I told you you'd be on your knees for one of the drills? I also was like, what the hell can we do with these dummy legs, right? What the hell can we do with these long, dumb, stiff dummy legs? The people who designed this thing, like, what were they thinking, right? I got something. All right, watch this. So you get on your knees. You get it here. Get your posture. And do some presses. All right? Some presses. You can get a little more in if you want. But I would probably just put this on your chest and press. Chest and press. Make sure your posture looks like this and not like that. All right? Those are like, they're military, but they're not straight up. They're at a little bit of an angle. So it's kind of like a hybrid press. All right? I hope, I think you ladies can do that one. It's just 60 seconds. Let's find out, because I'm doing them with you, okay? I'm doing these with you. And one more, okay? Hey, if I had to ask you guys, if one thing needed to be strong in jiu-jitsu, one thing, all right? Not two things, one thing, what would that one thing be? Okay, you might have to unmute yourself to throw in some comments here. What would be the one thing you'd want to be strong?
Core.
Core? Somebody said core? Yeah. Well, core is a collective term for a lot of things. So I'm not going to take that one. All right. Core's too big. It's like, what's important? Food? You know, like, nope, no, I need something a little more specific. What'd you say, Eric?
Posterior chain.
Posterior chain? You guys are like scientists over there, God, the anterior rectus abdominis trapezius. No, grip strength. Now, if you do jiu-jitsu, you're like, okay, I get it, right? Because like, how quickly does that go, right? When you're out there and you're really going for it and your grip strength goes, it's a terrible feeling, isn't it? It's like you need to climb a tree, but you don't have hands to do it. It's very hard. You need grip strength, right? And the only way really to develop grip strength is either rolling and going through that process or doing some kind of conditioning or some kind of training outside of your jiu-jitsu to help. So what I'd like you guys to do is grab a strap, and I would suggest grabbing the neck area, and you're gonna lift it up, not quite like a row, because you can't really hold that with your lat. But what you can do is almost like a deadlift, right? Just kind of hold it like a deadlift, and you're gonna see how long you can hold it with a grip. And when it's done, you switch hands. If you're feeling like a champ and you can make it a minute per hand, I'd like to know. Okay? Now, I haven't done this myself, so teaching something and showing something and doing something are 3 different things. So I'm going to learn along with you. So you guys good? All right. We're doing PRAWLS. I forgot the S. PRAWLS. 60 seconds. Thirty seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Woo. 1 minute rest. That seems like forever. I think, this is workout number 12? 3, 6. Oh my gosh, you know what that means? Our rest ratio's got to change next week. Yeah, I know Talia's like, it won't be so bad. We can't go 60 seconds and then do what we're doing in the other class. It's just that there will be a change, all right? We might have to work longer, but the work-rest ratio will be a little different. All right, TORRENADOS. Hey, we got to do at least 55. At least 55. That's what Talia does. Ugh. 68. 68. I'm throwing that out there. What'd you get, Talia?
I think I got 57.
How many?
I think I got 57.
All right, that's more than 55. Woo! That was 68 with 10 weeks of conditioning behind me. I'm gonna have to remember that one. 57, 55, 57. Anybody get more than 50? Yeah, all right.
55.
Woo! All right, here we go. Back step pass. All right, let's go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, time. All right. This is what I mean by quality resting right here. See right here? Quality resting. I'm just like, I'll take another pina colada, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, and the salt. Don't forget the salt. And you guys need I mean, it's not, actually not pina colada. Well, that'll work too. I should have told him margarita. Ah, well. I'll still do a pina colada. All right, next one. Knee cut pass. Try not to let your knees get hurt on the floor. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Time. All right. Get ready for them deadlifts.
Hey, those the belt things are ingenious. You use them like lapel straps
Yeah, you
or
can use
lapels.
stuff. All kinds of stuff. Like, look, this COVID thing, it's not just gonna like go away real quick. So we're gonna be doing this dummy thing for a while. I can't wait to see all the new innovations, all the new all the changes. I mean, I've never spent so much time with a dummy before, although my wife will tell you she's married to one. But all right, deadlifts. You gotta turn the dummy over. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Hey, so that's different. My butt is lit up right now. I can see that also being a competitive exercise. Like if I got a chart up in the school and it had your name on it, like Talia, 57 TORRENADOS, right? Eric, 32 deadlifts, grabbing the belt at the waist. Like, I love that kind of stuff. You know, and even if you're not competing with each other, you can compete with yourself. All right, so next up we have that interesting attack the back sequence. It's like a froggy. You grab the neck, you jump up, and you jump down. And you just do the best. All right, here we go. Yeah. You try to make that into an exercise. Oh my gosh. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Man. So my hip adductors got to work out there. So a little detail, technique-wise, is that you want to push into their neck when you're jumping up. You don't want to pull while you're jumping up. You want to like put pressure on their neck that keeps them down. You don't want them coming up when you get those feet on there. All right, so you push them down, jump up, and then if you're going to make it real, then you would pull up as your feet go down into the stirrups. One arm rows. These are going to be beastly. Okay, make sure you grab the neck area. Stand like outside the head. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, ladies, I know what you're going to say. Those were too hard. All right. They were a little too hard, right?
Those are good.
Yeah, I got 10, and then I switched arms. I did 10, and you guys can probably hear me. I mean, I'm really trying to keep good posture and roll my knuckles into my ribs. So I'm really trying to go high with it and be very disciplined. But give me time. I'm going to think of some adaptations. Maybe we can tie on to the leg, make it a little lighter for that, you know? I'll come up with some things. All right, next up, we got military press on the legs. Oh my gosh. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Eric, you ended up doing the same thing I did.
Oh, you're doing the explosive pushes?
Yeah,
Oh, that's badass.
yeah.
That's a really good exercise.
So ladies, if you're able to do this, right, try to do it. Okay, next time we do the military presses. But the idea is, if this feels light, you can throw it away from you. All right. And if not, because that sucker is heavy, maybe in a few weeks you will be throwing it away from you like that, you know? All right, one arm grips. So grab a hold of something and hold on. If you have to give it to the other hand, you give it to the other hand. Just hang on. Man, I can tell you right now, this is going to be awful. Oh my gosh. That's almost 120 pounds right there, just holding that up. Ah. "20 seconds. Ah. Ah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. I'm voting that one for me. The worst yet. That sucked. That just sucked. That was about pretty much close to my limits right there. I was, of course, grabbing it by the waist and pulling up by the waist, which is a little heavier than if you pulled it by the neck. But you know what? I know I could do a minute. You know what? I have to do another minute now with the other arm, right? And you guys should be thinking the same thing. Whatever you did last time, if you did it one arm, your other arm's up next, right? Have you guys noticed that we're doing PRAWLS, not sprawls? That's the title of this workout, by the way. Like when things like that happen, I have to title it The Mistake. All right, it's time for PRAWLS. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh. I'm still feeling that grip. Whew. If you haven't rolled for a while or done nothing, and then you just go into the gym and roll, the first thing you'll feel is your grips just getting weak, tired. That's like the first thing, at least I get. All right, Torrenado 57. Ah. 64.
59. Almost 60. Almost.
57.
Julia, you went up. I went down. Whew. Back step pass coming up. Knee cuts. All right. How you guys doing? Right there, I felt my heart rate just go down. 20 seconds to go, my heart rate was just like, okay, I could have a, I don't know, I could have a, what could I have? I got to give that some thought. I'll come back next round. I'll know what I could have. All right, here we go. Knee cut pass. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, deadlifts. When you guys go to do your rows, try to like be standing outside the dummy instead of on top of the dummy when you do your row. You know what I mean? Like straddle his head with your legs, not his chest with your legs when you do rows. And I know we're not doing rows, we're doing deadlifts next. But, you know, and these don't have, I mean, slow and deliberate if this is hard. And if it's easy, you can pound through it. I know that what I could have one of while I'm very rested and have my breath to me. I have a margarita to follow up that pina colada. That's what I have. You can't drink when you're breathing real heavy. It's hard. And that's just assuming I'm on vacation somewhere relaxing. You know, gosh. We'll be there one day, right? We'll be back there. We'll be on the beach. All right, next up, attack the back, jumpies. I'm gonna watch you guys on this one. So you press into their neck, then you jump up. And squeeze with your thighs when you're on top of their back. When your knees are on the ground a little bit, squeeze in with your legs. Yeah. Nice, Talia. Yeah, Talia's giving a little pull at the very end. If you guys want to do that, go ahead. Doing good, you guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Hey, it looks to me as if that last drill might go right into a deadlift. You guys want to try that real quick? I haven't tried it, but it looks to me like do a jumpy and then do a deadlift and just make it 2 exercises in one. So you do a jumpy and then your feet will go to the ground and then you do a deadlift. Boom, you come back down. Yeah, how's that work, Talia? No? Confusing? Okay. I got the idea watching you. Okay. I got it watching you because you had a real good pull at the end. All right, 1 arm rows. These were tough for me last time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm barely doing 10 up at there per arm on the neck and really lifting up high, and that's hard. That's just damn hard. I need to find a modification of that, and I have an idea. We might need 2 belts. We might have to string up something on the legs. I'll be prepared next time for that one, and maybe more. All right, we're on to the military press. Eric and I are going to probably be throwing the legs in the air, but just do your best with whatever you got. All right, that's hard. That's just hard. Hey, you guys know how we do the plyometric push-ups in the HIIT class. That's a little, it's very similar, but it's a little different. You know, like my dummy, because it's getting like pushed up onto the head, it's a little off balance. So it comes down a little awkward, which is cool. You know, it's just another little added component that makes that exercise a little more challenging. I want to one day, Eric, I want to be able to throw my dummy over, push his ass over his head. I'm a ways away from that, man. All right, here comes a bunch of pain. 60 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Oh my gosh. Man. Whew. I'm still feeling those grips. All right. I'll see you guys. Have a great weekend.